Dr. Subramanian Swamy joins the broadcast live from mid-flight. Dr. Swamy, thank you for speaking to Times Now. I know that you're in China. First of all, how do you react to this particular verdict? And secondly, we've heard that the All India Muslim Personal Board want to go up and appeal. They don't like the fact that they have been patronized, according to them, with an arm from the Supreme Court in the form of a 5-acre, as they say, gift. And most importantly, Mr. Owaisi says that this is a discriminatory judgment.
Well, having lost, I can say anything, but the fact of the matter, because the court judgment shows that exactly what I've been saying all along, that when it comes to faith, there is no question of any court going into whether it is justified or not. Faith has to be accepted, and then when you have the faith that Ram was born at a particular place, then it is the right of the fundamental right of every Hindu to have a temple built on it, so he can pray properly. And as far as the masjid is concerned, it can be demolished, it can be shifted, and so therefore when it's a fact that masjid was built by force of the army coming in from Afghanistan, we think that itself by itself is illegitimate, and that is what Supreme Court is also saying.
Well,
that
Dr. Swamy,
occupation by force.
Mr. Owaisi says that, look, the judges would not have given this judgment had the Babri Masjid been left standing there. They would not have been able to give this sort of a judgment, point one. And number two, they say that even though that the court has established, and you can go through the judgment, I'm sure you've already gone through certain pages of it, that there is enough fact to establish faith. He said this is completely a judgment based on giving primacy to faith over fact.
Well, all over the world, including Jesus Christ being born in Bethlehem, or Muhammad going to heaven from Dome of the Rock near Al-Aqsa Mosque. These are all faith that have been upheld by courts. And I think he should read the 1958 judgment of the Supreme Court when the then Dravidian Ramaswamy Naika tried to bring the statue, a small statue of Ganapati after he bought it from the shop, claiming that it is his private property. The Supreme Court is laid down. When it comes to faith, you cannot play with it, and therefore what is that is sacred by a large number of people has to be accepted as sacred. So consequently, I would say that Mr. Owaisi, as usual, embroiders his knowledge of the law. If there is a debate with me, he will definitely lose in this matter.
Dr. Swamy, how can a judgment be discriminatory towards Muslims when a Muslim judge himself has come out and unanimously become a part of the award?
Yes.
How does that work?
Absolutely. Well, it is a mitigation which is below the dignity of anybody to make after having participated in the proceedings of the court. And it is normal democratic behavior that if you have argued your matter and the court decides, you don't make allegations against the judge.
Baba Ramdev has come out and said that Mr. Owaisi should actually be booked under the law. Do you believe that there is a case perhaps being made out for incitement against Mr. Owaisi? Would you go along as far and an extreme position as Swami Ramdev's?
No, I would not, because I have such a picture that we can take this kind of tantrums from Mr. Owaisi. He'll cool down very soon and go on to other issues.
Let me very quickly, since we have some minutes with you, just very quickly take you over a couple of other points that he's raised. He has said that the Supreme Court is not infallible, and he said that repeatedly. And therefore, we cannot take what it is saying at face value, because if it's not infallible, its judgment is also therefore not infallible.
Well, is always claiming that he is fallible. He could be also fallible. He has also got it wrong. It's all possible. And function in a democracy if you don't examine these questions. When you have appeared before a court, then you have to. That is also faith, by the faith in democracy. Owaisi should know that it cannot be taken as something which has been reason. He seems to have lost his balance in the process.
Lastly, he points to a supreme irony in his own words. He says that those who have demolished the Babri Masjid have been asked to form a trust and start the construction of a Ram temple, and that he is hinting, therefore, at the ruling BJP at the center. How do you respond to this, Dr. Swamy?
There is no case against either Narendra Modi or Amit Shah or myself or anybody who has been active in this matter. And those who have been responsible or considered responsible by the law and order authority, they are being prosecuted in this matter. So he got it completely wrong. Instead, he should support giving Bharat to a single for rigorously following his religion and the facts and getting this thing started, which we have now completed. I don't think that we can go on listening to Mr. Owaisi's logic, because he is basically not addressing it to reasonable people, but to his flock, which is a fanatic, which he wants to keep in his fold.
Let me ask you, Dr. Swamy, and excuse the pun, but do you think the All India Muslim Personal Law Board is committing a breach of faith by now suggesting that they are not agreeable with the Supreme Court after first saying that this matter should only be resolved through the Supreme Court and we will accept the verdict of the Supreme Court?
Well, we don't care what opinion is, but he has to abide by the law. The law has been laid down by the Supreme Court, he has to obey it. Otherwise, he'll face the wrath of the law. He can have any opinion, he can say if he exceeds the limits and violates the contempt law, then we have to face contempt proceedings.
But Dr. Swamy, would not an appeal at this stage hold up and delay the matter for years, maybe?
No, this is a unanimous judgment, and in appeal to what is called as review, then it goes before the same judges. So therefore, there's no question of staying their own judgment. They will hear it and see whether the people have brought any new argument. Otherwise, they'll throw it out in the very beginning.
But, sir, the Chief Justice of India retires in a few days. So how will the appeal be heard by the same bench? No,
well, there is provision in the law for that. They can have another judge come in, the next senior most judge to Sobek, and also come into the bench and hear the review petition. I don't think there's any trigger, and I don't think this review petition is by anybody else is worth even 1 minute of your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Swamy, for joining us. When do you land here? When do you land?
Tonight.
Tonight. Okay.
Tonight at 10 o'clock.
Okay, we expect to see you live. Thank you, Dr. Swamy. Thank you for speaking to Times Now.